you were the founder and CEO of Affectiva, which is a big company that was acquired by another big company, Smart Eye, and you're now the deputy CEO of Smart Eye. So you're a powerful leader. You're a brilliant scientist. A lot of people are inspired by you. What advice would you give, especially to young women, but people in general who dream of becoming powerful leaders like yourself in a world where perhaps, in a world that's perhaps doesn't give them a clear, easy path to do so, whether we're talking about Egypt or elsewhere?
You know, hearing you kind of describe me that way kind of encapsulates, I think, what I think is the biggest challenge of all, which is believing in yourself, right? I have had to like grapple with this, what I call now the Debbie Downer voice in my head.
Mm-hmm.
The kind of basically is just shattering all the time. It's basically saying, oh, no, 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 you can't do this. Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to raise money. You can't start a company. Like, what business do you have, like starting a company or running a company or selling a company? Like, you name it. It's
Yeah.
always like, and I think my biggest advice to not just women, but people who are taking a new path and, they're not sure, is to not let yourself and let your thoughts be the biggest obstacle in your way. And I've had to like really work on myself to not be my own biggest obstacle.
So you got that negative voice.
Yeah.
So is that?
Am I the only one? I don't think I'm the only one.
No, I have
Yeah.
that negative voice. I'm not exactly sure if it's a bad thing or a good thing. I've been really torn about it because it's been a lifelong companion. So it's hard to know.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of it drives productivity and progress, but it can hold you back from taking big leaps. I think the best I can say is probably you have to somehow be able to control it. So turn it off when it's not useful and turn it on when it's useful. Like I have from almost like a third person perspective.
Right. Somebody who's sitting there like,
Yeah,
yeah.
like because it is useful to be critical. Like after like I just gave a talk yesterday at MIT, and I was just, there's so much love, and it was such an incredible experience. So many amazing people I got a chance to talk to. But afterwards, when I went home and just took this long walk, it was mostly just negative thoughts about me. I don't like one basic stuff like I don't deserve any of it, and second is like, why did you? That was so dumb. You said this. That's so dumb. Like, you should have prepared that better. Why did you say this? Da, 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 da. But I think it's good to hear that voice out.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And like sit in that. And ultimately, I think you grow from that. Now, when you're making really big decisions about funding or starting a company or taking a leap to go to the UK or take a leap to go to America to work in Media Lab, though, yeah, there's that's you should be able to shut that off then, because you should have like this weird confidence, almost like faith that you said before, that everything's going to work out. So take the leap of faith.
Take the leap of faith.
Despite all the negativity. I mean, there's some of that. You actually tweeted a really nice tweet thread. It says, quote, "A year ago, a friend recommended I do daily affirmations, and I was skeptical. But I was going through major transitions in my life, so I gave it a shot, and it set me on a journey of self-acceptance and self-love." So what was that like? Can you maybe talk through this idea of affirmations and how that helped you?
Yeah. Because really, like, I'm just like me. I'm a kind, I'd like to think of myself as a kind person in general, but I'm kind of mean to myself sometimes.
Yeah.
And so I've been doing journaling for almost 10 years now. I use an app called Day One, and it's awesome. I just journal, and I use it as an opportunity to almost have a conversation with the Debbie Downer voice in my head. It's like a rebuttal, right?
Yeah.
Like Debbie Downer says, "Oh my God, like you won't be able to raise this round of funding." I'm like, okay, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
I have a track record of doing X, Y, and Z. I think I can do this. And it's literally like, so I don't know that I can shut off the voice, but I can have a conversation with it, and
Yeah.
it just and I bring data to the table, right?
Nice.
So that was the journaling part, which I found very helpful. But the affirmation took it to a whole next level, and I just love it. I'm a year into doing this, and you literally wake up in the morning, and the first thing you do, I meditate first, and then I write my affirmations, and it's the energy I want to put out in the world that hopefully will come right back to me. So I will say, I always start with my smile lights up the whole world. And I kid you not, like people in the street will stop me and say, "Oh my God, like we love your smile."
Yeah.
Like, yes. So my affirmations will change depending on, what's happening this day. It's funny. I know. Don't judge. Don't judge.
No,
But-
that's not what
Okay.
laughter's not judgment.
Okay.
It's just awesome. It's true,
Mhm.
but you're saying affirmations somehow help kind of what is it? They do work to like remind you
Right.
of the kind of person you are and the kind of person you want to be, which actually maybe in reverse order, the kind of person you want to be, and that helps you become the kind of person you actually are.
It brings intentionality to like what you're doing, right? And so,
By the way, I was laughing because my affirmations, which I also do, are the opposite.
oh, you
I-
do? Oh, what do you do?
I don't have my smile lights up the.
What?
Maybe I should add that because like I have a oh boy, I just, it's much more stoic, like about focus about this
Okay,
kind of
okay.
stuff. But the joy, the emotion that just in that little affirmation is beautiful. So maybe I should add that.
I
Help me
have
smile more.
some like focus stuff
Yeah,
too,
yeah.
but that's usually
But that's
like
a cool
after,
start. That's a good.
yeah.
It's just
It's after all the like smiling
you're
and I'm
inspiring,
playful
yeah.
and joyful and all that, and then it's like, okay, I kick butt.
let's get shit done.
Right,
That's the
exactly.
get shit done affirmation. Okay, cool. So like, what else is on there?
Oh, what else is on there? Well, I have I'm a magnet for all sorts of things. So I'm an amazing people magnet. I attract like awesome people into my universe.
So that's an actual affirmation.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah.
So
right?
and that somehow manifests itself into like in working.
I think so.
Yeah, like
And
can you speak to like why it feels good to do the affirmations?
I honestly think it just grounds the day. And then it allows me to, instead of just like being pulled back and forth like throughout the day, it just like grounds me. I'm like, okay, like this thing happened. It's not exactly what I wanted it to be, but I'm patient, or I trust that the universe will do amazing things for me, which is one of my other consistent affirmations. Or I'm an amazing mom, right? And so I can grapple with all the feelings of mom guilt that I have all the time. Or here's another one. I'm a love magnet. And I literally say, I will kind of picture the person that I'd love to end up with, and I write it all down, and it hasn't happened yet, but it.
What are you picturing? This is Brad Pitt.
Okay, Brad Pitt.
Because that's what I picture.
Okay, that's what you picture?
Yeah,
Okay,
on the running, holding hands, running together. No.
Okay.
No, more like Fight Club. The Fight Club Brad Pitt, where he's like standing. All right, people will know.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry. I'll get off on that. Do you have like when you're thinking about the being a love magnet in that way? Are you picturing specific people, or is this almost like in the space of like energy?
Right. It's somebody who is smart and well accomplished and successful in their life, but they're generous and they're well traveled and they want to travel the world. It's things like that. I'm like, they're head over heels into me. It's like, I know it sounds super silly, but it's literally what I write.
Yeah.
And I believe it'll happen one day.
Oh, you actually write, so you don't say it out loud. You write.
No, I write it. I write
Right.
all my affirmations.
I do the opposite. I say it out.
Oh, you say it out? Interesting.
Yeah, if I'm alone, I'll say it out loud. Yeah.
Interesting. I
Yeah.
should try that.
I think it's what feels more powerful to you. To me, more powerful. Saying stuff feels more powerful.
Yeah.
Writing is.
Hmm.
Writing feels like I'm losing the words, like losing the power of the words. Maybe because I write slow. Do you handwrite?
No, I type. It's on
Type.
this app. It's day one basically, and I can look. The best thing about it is I can look back
Yeah.
and see like a year ago what was I affirming, right? So
Oh, so it changes over time.
it hasn't like changed a lot, but the focus kind of changes over time.
I got it. Yeah, I say the same exact thing over and
Yeah.
over and over.
Oh,
Like
you do?
there's a
Okay.
comfort in the sameness of it.